So the consensus next year is that the Fed is going to start lowering or easing interest rates. As a small business owner, this is something I pay special attention to because it affects how we are going to invest, how we're going to plan, how we're going to deploy capital, and what might affect the prices of the commodity that I sell and the cost of goods sold and everything else. So there's a long debate you could have about whether interest rates can cause inflation or not. They certainly do spur on more economic activity, especially in the shorter term. So basically Americans have been conditioned to a low rate environment for 10 or 15 years, artificially low. So people weren't willing to leave their money in a bank and earn 1%. Everyone invested their money, houses, cars, businesses, you name it. This has all driven asset prices up, and the stock market being a big one over the years. So when rates started to move up, and in a short period of time, we moved up 2, 3, 4, 5%. A car loan went from 5% to 10 or 15%. It really makes a person think twice before they buy that car at 10 or 15% as opposed to 4%. So although I wouldn't call rates historically high, they're much higher now than what people are used to. So people who have cash, money sitting around, people who are thinking about investing, starting a business, expanding their business, building a building, you name it, at a building loan that's at 7 or 8 or 9%, or a house or a rental property, they might not make that investment and hold on to that money until the rates come down. So when rates come down, we are likely to see an increase in economic activity, but this is only throwing fuel on the fire of inflation. So if rates are to move down, we are going to see an increase across the board in asset prices and everything else. And the inflation is going to be caused by the same thing it's always caused by, is that we create more money out of thin air every day than was there the day before. So increase in the money supply. The lower rates simply exacerbate the situation. So as a business owner, I will plan accordingly. No, I did not pull out a warehouse loan at 8%. If a warehouse loan's at 4%, that's something I might think about. But if economic activity increases, I am more likely to see a rise in the cost of things that I sell, in labor and everything else. If housing prices move up, everything's going to start moving, and you're going to see an increase across the board, and inflation's going to come roaring back. It's going to be a big problem, and we're not going to have any way to solve it. So something to be aware of as a small business owner, or if you don't own a business, is pay attention to the rates, what they're doing. And as we can see in the stock market and crypto right now, everyone kind of thinks that the rates are going to come down. And so we're seeing this baked into the cake with the stock market and crypto. Everything's moving up. So thanks for watching as always, and stay safe out there.